Hi, everyone. Welcome to an interview between myself and one of our subject matter experts. Today, we're speaking to Sylvia Smith, our subject matter expert for the social media management course. Sylvia is today currently the director of the sales and marketing of Andas Mayacoba, which is a Hyatt property in the Riviera Maya in Mexico. She's responsible for a team of over 20 people, a 214 room hotel resort, sales, marketing, PR activities. Sylvia is Brazilian born, so she's my fellow countrywoman and a friend, and she has an incredible resume, which I actually had to write down because I couldn't remember. And I just want to share because Sylvia's work and life experience actually span through 10 different countries, from Germany to Switzerland to Spain, um, France, United States, Brazil, the UK, Hong Kong, Thailand, and Mexico. So you've lived in over 10 countries. Sylvia speaks 5 languages. And in her resume, she has held leadership roles in uh, companies that are respected and beloved, such as Preferred Hotels, Disney, Leading Hotels of the World, and Hyatt. Um, on She's blonde and beautiful, but she's also extremely humble, extremely approachable, and I am so happy to have you here. I'm so happy that you have decided to collaborate with hotel.school. I know you've had a crazy, crazy busy year, as many of us actually did have. So I thank you. I thank you for sitting down with us today to talk a little bit more about your course. And we're just gonna start with the first question. I have to ask, how are you? How was your year? How is it going?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Obrigada. It's a pleasure to be here with you, and it was a pleasure to collaborate with Hotel School. But this year was a year like no other. I think for everybody it was a year that was incredibly different. When I reflect back from a business perspective, it was a survival year. And at the same time, it was a year that brought us closer together as a team, as a hotel. And for me, personally, as a family too. Um, I'm alone here in Mexico, so all of a sudden I had my family, my cousins, my brothers, everybody calling me every day. It was even overwhelming, and friends as well, which was great to feel closer to people. But from a business perspective, we had really to change how we did things, how we operated. For example, a lot of things that we outsourced, we actually had to internalize them and bring them and do it in house. For example, agencies, contracts that we used to have, we had to cut them, obviously because of financial reasons, and start doing those things in-house. So we really had to reinvent ourselves.
And I imagine, I mean, we were talking a little bit before this, you were telling about how many things you had to do yourself that you had not done probably 10 years, in 10 years, and the need to suddenly develop those skills, right? You saw that in yourself and in your team.
Yes, I think everybody, it was a really survival mode. So you have to do what you have to do. I often got involved in operations, which is not really I'm a director of sales and marketing, but it doesn't matter, right? When you are in that situation where you have to help, you just have to be proactive and assist where you can. So often I was assisting in operations, but also my team, they were basically what I call now hybrid roles. They have to start doing things that we're not doing before, and it really showed how flexible people can be and the need of having different skills. Because when in a crisis situations, you really you really have to demonstrate what you can do is also your survival within the company, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then in the middle of all this, because you have been open, the hotel has been open since May, correct? You've
We
been
closed
open.
the hotel. We closed the hotel for 3 months when Mexico or Quintana Roo, where I'm based, was in a red signal, and then we reopened in July. So there was a 3 months closing of the hotel operations, but not sales. Sales and
So you've
marketing
been
never
working.
worked so hard. Yes, the 3 months that the hotel was closed, we were renegotiating contracts. We were, doing everything we can so that we can actually keep the hotel financially stable. And of course, marketing and social media then became even more important because this is when we actually were staying connected with our guests, right? And with our clients.
Yeah. But then in the middle of this, I called you to ask a favor as a friend. do you have time to develop a course? And you said no in the beginning. Why?
Well, first of all, because my job and my team and the hotel was the priority, and we were really working nonstop. It was really intense, and then I also thought, well, I'm not gonna give classes. I'm not a teacher. I'm not an academic. Um, right? It's like that's a little bit out
And
of
then
my.
I said, and then I convinced you and I said, this is exactly the point, right? The point is that we don't, our courses are made by people like you, by leaders in the industry. Like I said in the beginning, you have an experience that spans over 10 countries in hospitality, a big chunk of this in leadership roles because you graduated from Le Roche and straight away you went into management traineeship and then leadership roles. Um, that experience, and especially going through what you're going through now and you have been in the past, I don't think an academic, unless you're in the job, in the job, like on the job and working at that point, you're out of touch. So I think your ability of really producing this course with the skills that you need right now to run and survive in the hospitality industry and even beyond, I think that is extremely valuable. So I thank you that I managed to convince you. So much. No, thank you that you were so generous with your time. And I think, and I want to leave this also message out there to those professionals, leaders in the industry who who would like and have that mentality like you do of coaching, mentoring, and would like to get engaged, involved in making courses. Please reach out to us, because that's exactly the profile we're looking for. And actually, I should also leave a message to say that if you buy Sylvia's course, actually, um, part of our Swiss Master Hotelier program is that you get a mentorship with an SME, with one of our subject matter experts. And in Sylvia's case, I know she does that. She constantly do mentor others, and that you are very open. And you were saying that it's okay for people to reach out to you to be mentored.
Of course, it's always a pleasure. I think however I can help and give back, I think it's great. And especially during, the pandemic, we're still in the pandemic. Many of our colleagues and hoteliers and close friends are furloughed, looking for different skills, and sometimes mentorship will help them. So whatever I can do to assist to get you to the next level or to help you with a specific task, I'm happy to do so.
Thank you. So
But
can I ask you where?
Patricia, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
The funny thing is when you reached out to me, I was kind of like, oh my God, I'm so busy with work and etc. And I actually worked on the course during the weekends. The good thing is we had nowhere to go, right? We were all at home. So I said, I might as well do something useful with my time and put this course together, which was super interesting. And despite the fact that I always had my intention and a desire in assisting, learning, and developing people, I think partnering up with Hotel School was a great opportunity as well to share my knowledge and contribute a little bit with the hospitality industry, which is an industry that I absolutely love since a little girl, right? So I should be thanking you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So do you want to tell us what are people actually going to learn in your course?
Of course. So the course will really help you to start a career in social media in hotels. And I think for hotel professionals, all general managers, it will help you to better understand the fundamentals of social media, how to better manage and interact with the marketing team. And basically at the end of the course, you'll be able to run your own social media channel and create a social media content strategy, establish right KPIs, and measure success of the campaigns. It doesn't matter that some platforms like Facebook right now is changing a lot of things and updating the concept and the process, the thought process is what matters, and that's what you're gonna learn and develop during the course. So I think it's a lot of people from different industries as well have reached out to me, like life coaches and real estate industry, on how do I do my social media? And I said, just take the course because it applies to different service industries as well.
Absolutely. And I have to say that the way you are teaching it and the way you're putting in your stories, I like when you're saying, that, campaigns have different objectives, for instance, and that, you're always asked by, depending on the stakeholders, you're always asked by a GM, exactly how many rooms is he going to bring, or a chef, how many reservations is he going to bring to my restaurant. And I like that you explain to people, how how to set up your different objectives, how to set up your KPIs, because it's money that we're talking about. Are you gonna have, are you having any return, and how you're using social media in your particular hotel to really drum up business, to stay in touch with our community, to stay in touch really as a business tool, and very successfully. So that's a great course. What do you think, on that note, what skills do you think will be crucial for a hospitality professional to master this year or in the recovery?
Patience. you know, the industry won't recover as fast as we think or wish it would. So I think patience will be incredibly necessary. Well-being obviously continue to be super important. We need to be balanced. We need to be mentally healthy, physically healthy. But I think overall, and professionally speaking, the ability to pivot, to change from one function to another, at Hyatt we call it experimentation. I call it hybrid roles. For example, an event manager being able to sell and vice versa, a salesperson being able to operate an event. And for that, training and education is crucial. During the pandemic, for example, at the beginning, I had to reorganize my team, and many are now doing roles that they weren't doing before, or combining roles and doing tasks that a lot of times weren't required of them, and now it is. As I said, even I was involved in a lot of operational things which normally I wouldn't be, but that's the day-to-day now. So I think for 2021, the more you can learn and the more you can new skills that you can acquire, the better it is.
Yeah. Can you tell us just a little bit, just for fun, a little bit? Obviously, you're in Mexico. We are in Switzerland. There's a global pandemic going on. Can you tell us just a little bit of your experience with the production process, and just out of curiosity for those watching?
It's really, really exciting to do it. I mean, it was my first time recording something so extensive. I'm used to do, shorter versions of filming because of obviously of social media and things that I have to do here in the hotel. But to record a full course, it was a completely different story. I flew out to Miami, managed to get out of Mexico, flew out to Miami. We were in a recording studio. Well, I was in a recording studio. You were, where were you?
Home. I was home. It was very late at night here.
Yes, we had, I think 7 or 8 hours difference in time zone. So it was interesting. It was very different. I loved it, actually. Can we do another course?
And yes, hopefully very soon. And I would like to say kudos, because for those who do public speaking, for those who teach, for those who it's not easy. And imagine without having any type of report, any live audience or any. Yes, I would have been petrified, and you did it amazingly well. And I think the emotion that you put it in, and the real life stories, the actual tools that you give, this is a fantastic course for someone who has 15 minutes a day. You can do it in 1 month. If you have half hour a day, you can do it in 2 weeks. So that's the idea, is bite-sized learning.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it interesting. You have, it's not, I've taken many courses throughout my career, so it's not such a long course that you're going to be 6 months having to study, or no, if you do day by day, I believe in 2 months you have completed the course, and you really can apply the course to your actual job. I think that's the most important thing, that you really are able to complete the course. You have a exercise to do, like homework to do, but then those exercises and homework are really things that you're going to apply to your job and to your social media channel. So
that's a great. Well, thank you very much for telling us, for taking a little bit yet more time out of your day, because I know you're super busy. You're currently in a presidential suite. Would you like to show it?
Oh, it would be great.
Just
I'm just going to make everybody jealous. Look at the view that we have here.
That was not rehearsed. So
can you see the blue, beautiful Caribbean there?
Okay. Are you giving away a night in a presidential suite for those buying your course?
I think my boss would kill me. And I don't like to give things away. I can do a special offer for you, special prices, but I don't like giving free things.
Okay, so please take the course. Sylvia is available. You are on LinkedIn, or you can reach out to us, and I will put you in touch because, like she said, Sylvia is very generous with her time and is available to also mentor the students who are taking her course. No discounts in the suite, but reach out to me and maybe we can give you some discounts on the courses.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, my dear friend. I am so proud to have you as a subject matter expert, and I am so proud to have beautiful, intelligent, accomplished career woman like yourself. Just
Thank you.
just be, and you're inspiring, you're humble, you're a hard worker, and it really is an inspiring to be here with you and to talk to
You're making me blush. Thank you.
you. Ciao, thank you.
Tchau, tchau. Beijinhos.